Hi friends, it's me, Miss Chacon. We're back. Today is Thursday, and what we have planned today, we're going to be doing a lesson called Compare and Order Lengths. So you see it right here. And in language arts, we're going to be doing a story called Star Party. And then also, if you want to look at this really cool video, it's called What is Outer Space? And it's just a fun video that you can see. Okay, so let's get started on our math today. So let's look over here. Compare and order lengths. So what we're going to do first is we're going to draw two objects. And the objects we're going to draw are a pencil. So first we're going to draw a pencil. So let's make it thicker. Okay, so here's a pencil. And I'm going to do the little black tip right here at the end and the eraser at the top. So here's our pencil, okay? Then what we're going to draw is we're going to draw an eraser. And I'm going to draw a blue long eraser right here, okay? Now, what we have to do is we have to see which image is longer. So is the pencil image longer or is the eraser image longer? So we can see, because look at this pencil, it's much longer than the eraser. We can see that the pencil is much longer. So what we're going to do, now that we know that the pencil is longer, we're going to circle the pencil. So we're going to circle this because we know that this is longer. Then, because the eraser is shorter, we're going to exit out. So we see that the pencil is longer and the eraser is shorter, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to compare lengths and we're going to order them. So see how it says 1, 3, 2. What we're going to do is the smallest number, which is 1, is going to go to the smallest object. The biggest number, which is 3, is going to go to the biggest object, okay? So we're going to see that the pencil is longer than the scissors. So we know that the pencil is longer than the scissors. And the paint set is the longest. So because the paint set is the longest, we know that the paint set is going to be 3, right? And because the pencil is longer than the scissors, we know that the pencil is not going to be 1, because 1 is the smallest number. And the pencil is longer than the scissors. So we know that the pencil is going to be 2, and the scissors is going to be 1. So scissors are the smallest, that's why it has 1. The pencil is the second longest, that's why it's the number 2. And the paint palette is number 3 because it's the biggest and it's the longest object, okay? Now it's saying the bookmark is shorter than the paintbrush. So here's the bookmark and here's the paintbrush, okay? The pen is the shortest. So, because we're looking for shortest now, the 3 is going to be the shortest number. So because it's saying the pen is the shortest, 3 is going to be our number right here, because it was asking for the shortest. And then it's saying the bookmark is shorter than the paintbrush. So that means the bookmark is going to be 2 because it's the second shortest. And the paintbrush is going to be 1 because it's the longest, so it's number 1. So the numbers are mixed here. In this one, 3 is the longest. In this one, 3 is the shortest. And that's just because if they're looking for the longest, that means 3 is going to be the longest. But if they're saying which one is the shortest, then the shortest number is going to be 3, okay? Alright, so now it's saying find the objects and compare. Circle the correct object. Which is shorter? Is a paintbrush or a paint tube shorter? Well, look at this. So here's this, and here's this long line right here. This one looks much shorter. So we're going to say that the paint tube is shorter, okay? Now let's look at this crayon. So here's the crayon, and here's the pencil. Now it's asking which one is longer. Is the crayon longer or is the pencil longer? You should say the pencil. So we're going to circle the pencil. Number 3, order the objects by length. Write 1 for long, 2 for longer, and 3 for longest. Okay? So we know that 3 is going to be the longest one. So which one do you think is longest? Well, we know that the shortest one is going to be a 1, and I think the shortest one is the paper clip, because look at this. So here's the line for the paper clip. It's very short. Here is the line for the glue stick, and here is the line for the crayon. We see that the paper clip is much shorter than the other two, so that's why we're going to say that the paper clip is shorter. Now what about this? Here's the glue stick and here's the crayon. It's kind of close. They look almost the same size, but you can kind of see that the glue stick is not as long as the crayon. So the glue stick is going to be number 2. Then the crayon is going to be number 3 because it's the longest. Now you see we have 1 is the shortest, 2 is the longer, and 3 is the longest. Okay? What other objects could you use to compare lengths? So you can go ahead in your house right now and say, what can I use to see what's longer? Maybe it's you and your sibling. Maybe are you taller than your sibling? Are you shorter than your sibling? What about if you're using your pets? Is one pet longer than the other? You can use any objects in your house to see what is longer than the other. Okay? So now you're going to be doing this page on your own. So you're going to be circling which is shorter, which is longer. Read if it's shorter or longer first, okay? So you're going to pause this video and do it on your own and then come back to me, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. All right. I hope you paused it and you came back. So what we're going to do is look at which one is shorter. So here is the scissors, and here is a glue bottle. Which one is shorter? I hope you're saying the scissors, because look how much shorter it is than the glue stick. So we're going to circle scissors. Now what about a crayon? They're asking which is longer, not shorter, longer. So here's the purple crayon here. And here's the paper clip. Which one is longer? I hope you said crayon. Crayon is longer than the paper clip. Now, number 6. Order the objects by length. Write 1 for short, 2 for shorter, and 3 for shortest. So 3 is going to be the shortest. And I could see, so if we draw our lines here, I can see, give me 1 second, friends, sorry about that. I can see that our eraser looks to be the shortest because it has, it's the smallest one. So it's saying to put 3 for shortest, so 3 is going to go here. Then we're going to go 2 for shorter and 3 for shortest, and 1 for short. So which one is the next shortest? Is it this one or this one? So here's the shortest. Which one is the next shortest? So it's a little longer than this, but it's not the longest one. We're looking for the shorter one. I think this one is shorter, so I'm going to put 2 right here. So this one is the shortest, this one is shorter, and we're going to put a 1 right here because this one's just short. It's not too short. So this one's the shortest, this one's shorter, and this one's just short, okay? Now let's look at number 7. Order the objects by length. Write 1 for long, 2 for longer, and 3 for longest. So 1 is going to be the shortest one, and 3 is going to be the longest one. Well, let's draw our lines first. so we can see how long everything is. Okay, I think that our paint bottle here is the shortest one. So 3 is the longest. That means 1 is the shortest. So I'm going to put a 1 right here because 1 means shortest, okay? Now 2 means in the middle, longer, and 3 means longest. So which one do you think is the longest one? The marker or the paintbrush? I hope you said paintbrush because look how much longer it is than the marker. So we're going to write 3 right here because the paintbrush is the longest, and 2 right here because the marker is shorter. All right, next page. John has 3 objects. How should he order the objects from shortest to longest? So if John were to put these in order, which one is the shortest? Which one is the shortest? So we have this little block, this crayon, and this pencil. Which one is the shortest? I hope you're saying this little block right here. Which one is the second shortest? The pencil or the crayon? I hope you're saying the crayon. And then the longest is the pencil here. So John is going to order it from shortest to longest. So shortest, short, and not short at all. This is long, okay? There are 3 iguanas. How should she order the iguanas from longest to shortest? So now she's starting with longest. So this one started with shortest. This one starting with longest. So here's how long this iguana is. Here's how long this iguana is. And here's how long this iguana is. So we're ordering it from the longest to the shortest. So we're starting, number 1 is going to be the longest. So if I'm looking here, I see that this one is the longest. So this one is going to be number 1. Okay? Now, which one is the second longest? Well, this one's little, and this one's a little bigger. So I think this one's the second longest. So this one's going to be number 2. And finally, this one is the shortest, so this one is going to be number 3. Oh, okay. This is going to be number 3. All right. Now for time for our hot problem. Zoe writes 1 for long, 2 for longer, and 3 for longest. Tell me why Zoe's wrong. Make it right. So Zoe said this is long, this is longer, and this is longest. Why is Zoe wrong about that? Is this box longer than this pencil? So answer this. Why is Zoe wrong? What should be the order? So what I want you to do is, Zoe is wrong. So what you're going to do is you're going to X it out and put the right numbers that belong here. So we know that that the cube is not longer than the tube right here, and the cube is not longer than the pencil. So Zoe said this is long, this is longer, and this is longest. The numbers seem mixed around. So mix it up, fix these numbers, and tell me how you made it right. Okay, my friends? All right, that's it for today. I hope you all stay safe and stay well. And remember, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me on Class Dojo. All right, bye, friends.